The river between two mountains. On tension, generating flow. Two mountains had argued for centuries. They stood on either side of a long valley, and they had been arguing, more or less continuously, since the world had begun. The argument was about which of them was higher. The eastern mountain claimed that he was higher because his summit caught the sun first each morning. The western mountain claimed that she was higher because her summit caught the last light each evening. Neither would concede. They had argued in the language of mountains, which is very slow and which is mostly composed of small adjustments in their granite, and which the people in the valley below could not hear at all. They had argued for so long and with such persistence that neither of them could remember a time when they had not been arguing. Between them, in the valley, ran a river. The river had not always been there. In the first centuries of the argument, the valley had been dry. But the mountains had pushed against each other so hard in their argument that small fractures had appeared in their own stone. Water had begun to seep out, not from any visible spring, from the bones of the mountains themselves. The water had run at first in thin trickles down the rocks. These had joined. They had become a small stream. Over centuries, the stream had become a river. The river ran the length of the valley and out to the sea. The mountains had not noticed it. They were too busy arguing. But the people in the valley drank from the river and watered their fields with it and built their villages on its banks. The river was wide and deep and clean. Travelers from neighboring countries came to drink from it. There was a story in those countries that the river had healing properties, that a man with a fever drinking from it would lose the fever, that a woman in grief sitting beside it would find her grief lighter when she rose. The story was true. No one knew why. In the 40th century of the argument, a small girl, who was the daughter of a fisherman in one of the riverside villages, asked the river where it came from. The river answered her. It said, "I come from the argument of the mountains. They have been pushing against each other so hard for so long that they have cracked. They are leaking. I am their leak. I am made of their disagreement. The water that you drink is the water of an argument that has been going on since the world began. The mountains do not know I am here. They are too busy being themselves. I am, in some sense, what comes of two great things refusing to give way to one another. I am the third thing. I am neither mountain. I am what the mountains between them, without ever meaning to, have made." "Will the argument ever end?" said the girl. "I hope not," said the river. "If the argument ends, I will run dry. The mountains will lean toward each other. The valley will close. There will be no more villages, no more fields, no more travelers from neighboring countries. The argument is the spring of all the goodness in this valley. The argument is the price of me." The girl told her father what the river had said. The father told the village. The village did not know what to do with the information. They had been raised to think that arguments were bad and that resolution was the goal of all human striving. They had not been told that sometimes the argument was the resolution, that the river between two mountains was made of disagreement and would dry up if the disagreement were ever to be mended. They left the mountains alone after that. They had occasionally before climbed up to the summits and tried to mediate. They stopped. They let the mountains argue. The river ran. It is still running. The river between two mountains is made of their argument. They do not know they are making it. If the argument ends, the river dries. Some good things in the world depend on the holding of disagreement. The work is not always to resolve. The work is sometimes to leave the mountains alone.